So, it's quiet in here, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you do anything cool the last couple days?
No, not really. I haven't had much time to like be gaming or be on or do anything like that. Mostly just paying bills and getting groceries and shit.
Oh,
doing
man.
Homework.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun shit. I have a lawn I'm not mowing.
Hey, if the grass will die, it's almost fall. Fuck it.
Yeah, like my backyard's almost completely full of leaves now, so it's like already.
Damn. It was fucking 85 yesterday here, still.
I barely got a summer, and it's already fall.
It's been summer here since April 1st. Still hot.
Damn.
I think yesterday was the last day it's supposed to be over 80, though. Please, God, be the case.
It doesn't seem like the mountains that I'm living in are that much different climate than where you are.
Oh, just kidding. 80 tomorrow, 81 Wednesday.
Jesus.
Fucking shoot myself now. 80 next Tuesday. God damn it. Bullshit. Tired of it.
It's still shorts weather.
Yeah, it's tragic. I'm ready to not have to wear shorts every day. Even though I'm not wearing shorts now.
No, me neither. Tomorrow it's 74. 72 Wednesday. Thursday is 70.
Oh.
And I'm getting lows in the 40s at night.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, please. Oh, it needs to hurry up, man. I want to go to Busch Gardens and not sweat my ass off or something. Like, be able to go and wear a fucking hoodie the whole time and not want to die.
Yeah.
That's what I want right now.
It's beginning already where I'm at.
I'm jealous.
We're envious of each other's climate.
Yeah. Well, they're probably like 1,000 feet higher up than me and way more inland, so.
Yep.
Nope, didn't do anything cool myself this weekend besides play some games, I guess.
Yeah, you got some Deathloop to talk about later.
Yeah, I'll talk about the 2 new games I got this weekend here. But I guess we'll go ahead and intro the show since we're floundering to think of something to talk about in the bullshitting section. So, what's up and welcome. It's me and Chris tonight. Cheyenne is continuing to be dead. 3 straight weeks of death. But Jake isn't here.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not because he's dead.
Came back after 3 days.
Yeah. It's not because he's dead. It just clicked what you just said. Yep, Jake is not here because his child has finally been born. It was a day or 2 ago, but I'm not going to say specifically what day because that's none of your business. But right. Yes, his child's been born, so he'll probably be in and out for the next 2 or 3 months, I'm sure.
Yep, he's got.
But that seems to be a regular occurrence around here, people being in and out. So, anyway, we were going to have some news, and now we're not. So I guess instead of going to the news, I'm going to talk about what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the 2 new games I got this weekend. I got Deathloop, which we're going to heavily talk about because it's awesome. It's so awesome.
Sweet.
Oh man, it's fantastic.
You want to tell us what you got it on?
Yeah, I got it on PS5, and I'll explain why in a little bit. And I also got NBA 2K22, which I'm sure none of you guys really care about, but I do want to talk about that for just a minute so that I can shit on Madden with it. And that's what we're talking about today. We're going to end with a new experimental segment that we may never ever do ever again. Who knows? It may be a thing that we do for our Patreon or just our YouTube channel. Who knows? But we want to start and see if we even enjoy doing it at all. So we're going to do it here on the podcast today. And it's okay because there's only 2 of us, so it'll be fine. This might be a shorter episode. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and start with NBA 2K22. I got that. The next-gen version on PlayStation 5. Boy, it is interesting. I'm not really going to talk about the gameplay much because it plays like 2K has played for the last several years. So it's not a huge improvement there, but man, the career mode is something else. It takes a shit on any other career mode I've ever played. It is just a full-fledged, like, basketball lifestyle RPG. You create your guy, which, by the way, if you're listening to this, almost 2 weeks ago at this point, maybe a week and a half ago, go on the Instagram and we posted my face scan. It was horrible. It was horrific. I couldn't edit like the dimensions of my dude's face or anything like that. And his face was just his face, not even his head. His face was bigger than the rest of his head.
He did have a very bulbous face.
Yeah, you know how like apes have really big the back of their skull's really big, right? Like bulbous compared to their face. It's the exact opposite with my dude. With my NBA creative player, my face scan, it's like my facial structure is huge, and then the rest of my head is normal size. Hello, dog. Thanks for coming in here just to shake your collar and make some noise. Yep, see you later.
Your guy does look like he has some kind of medical abnormality.
Yes. Physically, his face is gigantic, but I quickly disabled that as soon as I watched the first cutscene and had nightmares about it, so it was horrible to look at.
Did you get a laugh at least?
I laughed. I laughed, but then it was so sad that I just couldn't look at it. I couldn't look at it anymore. Not only could I not change the skin color, because the skin color on my face was like super yellowy because I guess I took the pictures in a yellow light, and it looked terrible. But anyway, it's better than... Do you remember that one time I went to your house and made a game face for Madden? Yes. And my dude was literally gray. Like straight gray, like a fucking alien. And it was all of his skin, like his arms and everything. It was just fucking gray. Oh my god.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Oh man. It makes me sad because we never really took advantage of the face scan feature in Rainbow Six Vegas.
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
Oh, man.
That's not really so much a thing anymore in a lot of games.
No, I feel like games take themselves way too seriously now.
Imagine if you did that with Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. Well, you'd get a bunch of dicks and balls and, like, buttholes and stuff that people would take pictures of, for sure.
Probably. They'd have to have anti-dick ball and
I played that, too. I played that, by the way. I
software.
downloaded the beta, so I'll talk about that here in a second.
Oh, I started the download for it, but I just got impatient and decided, fuck it, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, just the beta was gigantic, so...
It was like 18 gigabytes. The Vanguard beta.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Nothing. We'll see how this goes. We're gonna try something really interesting here.
She's gonna jump on in the middle on the fly?
Yep, she is. She's gonna jump on right in the middle. All right, so we're now gonna wait. Where Cheyenne just randomly decided that after telling me she wasn't gonna be on, that she's gonna be on. So we are now in the middle of it, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, she's getting on. There she is. She's alive.
Welcome.
So I lied. She's not dead for the third straight week in a row. She is now here at 11 minutes and 10 seconds.
She arrived on the third week.
Go ahead and sync. That's okay. This will be an interesting development in the middle of the show.
Yeah. All right. How do you want me to sync?
Just start your recording and that's fine. Just tell me when you've started it.
I already did.
Okay. Well then I guess I'll guess when you arrived then.
All right, we'll figure this out. It'll be fun.
Yep, it'll be fun to edit.
How much did I miss?
Nothing.
I'm so
you missed
sorry.
the intro and a little bit of BSing. I'm talking about
Do you
NBA
have news
2K22
to talk about
right now.
in the middle?
Doesn't
I
matter.
have any
It's too
news?
late.
Yeah, we
don't have any news.
That's right.
No news tonight.
Oh, you already did the news?
Yeah, I already did it.
Dang.
Yep. Anyway, so yes. What was I talking about? Face scans?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Fuck it. Face scan, whatever. We skipped it. You can see it on the Instagram. It's there. So the game is a fully fledged RPG. You get to choose 3 different things, like, at the beginning of the game. There's literally quests. Like, there's a huge city that you go in and you do quests and shit. Like, fucking go here to talk to your agent about a fucking potential deal or blah, 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 blah. At the beginning of the game, you can choose to just straight go into the NBA immediately, or you can go to college, or you can go to the G League, which is like the development league. So,
I saw Jake from State Farm was in the game.
Yes, Jake from State Farm is in the game. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
big selling point right there.
The marketing for the game is a little over the top, but whatever. I mean, they have an American Eagle store also in the game. I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
They at least
Love
have a
shopping
Foot Locker.
there.
We expect that, right?
They used to have Foot Locker in the old games, but now they don't have a Foot Locker.
What?
They have
An
every
Eagle.
NBA or all the shoe stores are separate. The Foot Locker used to sell everything, right?
Mhm.
And now they're all separate. So you go to the Nike store to buy Nike shoes. You go to Puma store to buy Puma shoes.
So the way it
You go
really
to
is.
New Balance and Jordan. Yeah, I guess. But I mean, Foot Locker does sell all those in real life. But
Yeah.
those brands probably had an issue with that, so they were like, "No, we have to have our own stores."
Our own individual stores.
But what I really wanted to talk about was how much it fucking takes a shit all over Madden. He's had the exact same franchise mode for 15 years that's dog shit and garbage. And even though the gameplay is still subpar for 2K and it gets kind of annoying after you play it for a long time, it just makes it really hard for me to believe the lies that I hear or that we hear from EA about how they can't do this or they can't do that. Or, that just doesn't allow the, like 2K pumps this shit out every year just like you do. Where you at, Madden?
Yeah. I mean, the publishers, like EA has a tight chokehold on their developers. They don't give them enough time to develop games, I don't think.
I don't think it's even that, because like I said, 2K has the same development
Are they
cycle
just lazy as shit
every year.
Do you think?
They just don't have to.
They're like...
They don't have to. People still buy it, even though they don't change it. All they do is fucking new Ultimate Team this year. Oh, new cards. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's all. Yeah. But 2K has all that. They have a really decent franchise mode with a lot of control. They have a cool-ass career mode that Madden basically doesn't even have. They have My Team, which is the same as Madden Ultimate Team, so there's no excuse, Madden. You suck. And that's the only reason why I brought 2K.
Yeah, I'm sad that they don't even have like a scripted one where you're like, you're Joe.
Oh, trust me, buddy. They do.
Average
and it's
Bobby.
Fucking awful. It's terrible.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, it's terrible. It's the mode that we were talking about, the Angry Joe review. Remember when they were walking and the phone was like shaking in the bitch's hands and stuff? It looked awful. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's the face of the franchise.
Oh. Yeah.
It's bad.
That's
really
trash.
The next thing I tried was the Call of Duty Vanguard beta.
Thoughts?
Yeah, no.
Bad?
Yeah. Yeah, real bad.
I've heard that it was bad. Before you begin, as someone who has played it, that they claimed that they added indestructible environments and things. Have you noticed that?
No.
Okay,
I played. To be fair, I played one game
fun.
and I was like, "This is fucking bad." It looks really bad. Doesn't play very good in my opinion. I also was playing on controller on my PS5, so I'm dog shit on controller now because I haven't played with a controller in a first-person shooter for like 2 years. And it's like I forgot how to play the game, so I'm really, really terrible. But I wasn't really using the fact that I went 1-27 against the game, but
it didn't help it any.
No, there was a dude in the first game, the only game I played, that went 31-2. He destroyed everybody. There was I got killed by dogs a bunch of times. Yeah, no, it sucked. The game, it just doesn't feel very good to play. It doesn't look good. Actually, visually doesn't look good at all.
Does Black Ops look better?
Yes. Yeah, I'd say it does. It didn't
When
like
did
the
Black
color
Ops
palette
come out?
last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the color
You
palette
talk
for the
about-
game, and it might have just been the map that I played on, but everything was just gray. Everything was gray. It was weird.
That's weird.
It's also World War II, and they've got straight up holographic sights and shit like that.
Do you
No,
think
they
that
don't,
it's
really?
because it's still
Yes, they do.
in beta? Like, they're just throwing you off? Like,
Well, the game comes out in like a month, so I would
Straight
say
up
probably not.
holographic sites. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're not called holographic sites, but they are holographic sites.
My God.
Yep. Yeah, and the War Machine is a World War One machine gun. You know, the one with like where you would put the water on the side of the barrels, like that,
Mhm.
the mountable machine gun. That's the Death Machine.
Okay. That's random.
Yep. I only know because I got killed by it like several times. So
several times.
yeah, no, it's bad. I'm not getting that game. It's not good.
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah, there's that.
Did it feel like a Call of Duty?
Yeah, it's
Madden?
this is Sledgehammer again. The last one they made was World War II. So I don't know. I'm not even sure, and they got 3 years off. So I'm really not even sure, like,
Why it's
why
so
this
bad?
game is not good or it doesn't even look good.
Hmm.
They could have kept the same assets from the last World War II game they played or that they made.
They probably just built it on the same engine.
This is the one. It actually doesn't surprise me because this is the one when that they took, like, it was supposed to be. Sledgehammer was supposed to be the last game that came out, but they skipped it, postponed it for a year, and then they forced out the newest Black Ops game last year. So this game, I think, was the one that was supposed to come out last year. So,
But we weren't ready for it, so then they rushed this.
Yeah, we
other
weren't
one.
ready for it. Yeah, we weren't ready for it.
And it actually turned out to be halfway decent. But then this one's going to come out and be a piece of shit. So we're going to be like, why is this so bad?
I don't even understand how it's possible for them to, at this point, to make a game that's bad. They make this. It's the same thing every year, right? Like,
Yeah,
with
like
new maps. Like,
you gotta.
it's
you
got to
gotta
at
know
least
the formula.
be subpar. Yeah, there's literally a formula. But yeah, no, not a fan of it. I probably won't be getting it. I don't think there's a zombies mode, so
Oh, I don't even care very much about it then, if that's the case. But
yeah,
why would
was
there be
not
a zombies
impressed.
mode?
But again, I only played one game on controller, but still wasn't impressed at all.
I started the download. That's all.
Well, I mean, it's in beta, or no, I think it ended this weekend. Maybe if you can still play it, try it. But by the time you guys listen to this, it'll be done. So it was open beta this weekend. Wasn't very happy with it.
Yeah, I don't have time to play it today, so I won't be able to. I doubt it's still even open.
Yeah.
Oh no,
not.
probably not. I'm pretty sure because now this is Monday, so
Yeah, it's gotta be done by now. So I downloaded it for nothing.
Yeah.
yes, you probably downloaded like an 85 gigabyte beta for no reason.
That's right. Can't wait to delete that later.
Hell yeah! Look at all this free
Good
space.
use of your time.
Yep. All right. Well, now we're going to talk about Deathloop, I guess. Unless you guys want to talk about something, Cheyenne, what would you like to talk about?
I was just going to talk about my weekend. I
Go
went
for
to a wedding for the first time in my adult life because every time my friends got married, Matt, I could never go. But I got to go to this one, and it was a lot of fun. So
Like she emphasized it like it was my fault.
Yeah, why
It
didn't you
was your
call out
fault.
Jake? Did you go to Jake's wedding?
I didn't go to Jake's wedding, nor did I go to
I didn't
Sam's
go to Jake's
wedding
wedding
or Elizabeth's wedding, or I didn't go to anybody's wedding.
So what
from
happens
high
when you
school.
move across the country?
Well, I haven't
Mhm.
even gotten married, so
I might make it to yours. I don't know. Probably not. But
we shall
knowing
see.
Damn.
my track record
not
is
even
not
a date
good.
for it yet, and Cheyenne's like, probably not.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't even know for
Not
sure
even
that's going to
engaged.
happen.
Not even engaged.
Yeah.
Probably won't make it.
probably
Damn.
won't. I might now that I'm not in school. But everybody else got married while I was in school, and I couldn't leave. But anyway, I went to Memphis, which is 3 hours away. For this wedding, it was a lot of fun, and
Yeah, weddings generally are pretty fun.
yeah, it was better than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be a lot more boring, but it wasn't. So, I forgot what else I was going to talk about.
I can't say I've ever heard someone say they went to a boring wedding.
I didn't know
Mhm.
what it was going to be like, really.
I've
The
only
only
been to
other
two.
wedding, the only other wedding I've been to was when I was a child, and I was the flower girl, and I thought that was the best thing ever. So,
Sounds like you're batting 1,000 then.
I wasn't the flower girl in this wedding, which was a little disappointing, but I'm kidding. Anyways. Sorry for being dead the past 2 weeks. I was almost dead this time, but I made it.
Do you have any thoughts on the PlayStation conference?
No.
Okay.
Really?
I didn't even watch it.
Oh my god.
Come on.
I don't care about the PlayStation conference.
There were games there that you would have thought were cool, but alright.
I'm sure there were. But I just got off vacation from my mom's, which is why I wasn't here last week, because I was tired.
2 weeks ago.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago, but I also just had gotten back from that trip, and I was tired, and I didn't want to come. And Papa, my grandpa, got into an accident at work, and had to go to the hospital, so that's another reason why I didn't go to the podcast last
Probably
week.
a good thing you didn't show up anyway, since apparently you didn't even watch the only thing we were there to talk about.
Well, I was going to, but then when before I got home, Papa was texting me that he was in the hospital, and I was like, well, I gotta go to the hospital. Anyways, so...
All I'm hearing are excuses.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. I'm glad I made it this time, because I didn't want to let you down for the third week in a row.
Let me down.
I let you down. But anyways.
Yeah, you're fired.
I had a fun weekend and an exhausting day today, because, coming off of a trip is stressful, so I guess that's why I'm not feeling that great. But it's okay. So anyway, Deathloop.
Yeah, the game that you've countlessly said you don't care about, we're going to talk about.
I don't like time travel stuff.
It's not about time traveling.
Well, yes, wait till you hear what it's about and see if you're interested.
She doesn't like time traveling stuff unless it has that good old Marvel logo in front of it. And then it's okay and it's really good.
Have you ever... what is time travel stuff done to make you dislike it?
Yeah, let's start with that, Cheyenne. Why won't you like what this game sounds like before
time travel shit turns you off?
The paradoxal paradox situations, you go back in time, and have you guys ever seen The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher?
Yep.
Do I need to watch that movie to know exactly what the Butterfly Effect is?
No, okay. But that's just the movie that I think of, and he travels back in time with this camcorder, and he changes one thing he said, or one little tiny action, and it changes the whole course of the future. And that's frustrating to me, I guess. I don't know. You kick a rock, and you didn't kick that rock before, and now the world ends.
When did that movie come out?
A long time ago. But the butterfly effect basically is a butterfly flaps its wings on one side of the world, and on the other side a tsunami happens. Is the butterfly effect. Something so small can cause a giant reaction. I don't know. That's just what annoys me about time travel stuff.
Yeah.
And
is it because you believe the butterfly effect, or that you do not believe it? Because I haven't been able to gauge whether or not you were in favor.
I was going to say, a long time ago, that was the only real prevailing theory, right, about the possibility of time travel.
Yeah.
Or you can also call it the grandfather paradox too, right? You can throw that in there. Right? You know how if you go...
Yeah.
So, I mean, back then, and obviously I wasn't super into, in the 90s and stuff. How old is that movie?
I'll have to look it up.
It's probably pretty old. Anyway, 20, 30 years ago, there was no really other theories about time travel or anything, right? Other than just...
2004.
Okay, still, that's almost 20 years old.
Oh, will you stop making me even more sick than I already am?
All right.
Yeah, Matt, watch your mouth.
But now, I mean, you have as we understand... I can't say we understand how time works. As we extrapolate from what we think time is more now, where we think that, you can... It's not just a straight linear path. That's just how we specifically perceive time, right?
Yeah.
That, there are a lot of different theories about it now, whereas that was, from me trying to remember any movies that ever had anything to do with time... Basically, the quote, rules were set by, the movie, what are those? God damn it. What's that fucking movie? Back to the Future, right? Those were like the time travel rules. That
and in Back to the Future, you had the Twin Pines apartments, and they ran over one of the pine trees. And in the future, it was just called the pine tree apartments,
right? So,
and there was only one pine tree.
As far as I'm aware, those were, and at the time, the biggest the biggest creative thing about time travel that had ever been made, right?
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, I'm sure there's going to be somebody eventually that hears this or something that is going to
gets all mad at me. I get it.
Not you. I'm just saying about me saying that. But
I just don't like how complicated it is.
Well, yeah, it can, but there's different beliefs now. So there's also the belief that if you go back in time, there's nothing you can actually do regardless to change what happens.
Like Doctor Who.
Okay, I don't...
Because I do like Doctor... Okay, I guess I shouldn't say I don't like all time travel things, because Life is Strange is kind of time travel-y, and Doctor Who is very time travel-y. But Doctor Who, they can't change anything in the past that happens. Like, what happens, and they're just witnesses to it. They can go back and watch what happens.
So you just don't like a certain aspect of time travel, then?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You just don't like the butterfly effect.
Yes, and I don't like it when, do
you think it's too cheesy and too overplayed also? Like, super predictable?
Yes and no. Like, I'm reading this book right now, actually, and I'm getting annoyed with it. Yes, I'm getting annoyed. Well, in a roundabout way. There's a lot of time travel going
on in your life for somebody who doesn't like it.
In a roundabout way. That's not how the book started out. This is the third book, and now suddenly it's all come back to...
It's sprung on you, like...
Yeah. Yeah, because in the first book, she meets this soothsayer who can tell the future, and now in the third book, it's kind of getting revealed that she was the soothsayer all along. And if she hadn't shown up when she did,
so cool, though.
But it's so confusing because
just because you can't wrap your tiny little brain around it, Cheyenne, doesn't mean it's not good.
Yeah, I just don't like it because I can't wrap my tiny little pea brain around it.
Absolutely.
I know. No, I know, but I'm just I really
just don't want
can't.
people to think that I think you're stupid or something.
Well, I am stupid sometimes.
Well, in that case, I don't think that it was...
I just don't...
because it didn't land then, doesn't mean that as a genre it's not good. Maybe it was just poorly written.
I think I understand
when you read it, it's difficult to understand.
But it's if she didn't come back in time, then that wouldn't have happened, and then she wouldn't have gone back in time in the first place. And
but generally, if it's stuff like that, the person who goes back in time in every scenario always goes back in time. That's just
every single time. It's just this continuous circle that's weird.
And that's what it's saying. Time is. That it's
it's a circle. Yeah, it's an infinite loop of cause and effect, and I get that. I understand it, but I don't understand it.
So let me explain to you why I think your preconceptions are wrong about Deathloop.
Okay.
Okay. Because this game doesn't really have anything to do with traveling through time. What this is a time loop. So
PT?
Kind of.
Yes, actually,
You're doing the same
kind of
every time.
Yes. So at the beginning of this game, you wake up on a beach. You don't know who the fuck you are. You don't know what's happening. You go through this little, some things happen. And all right. So the setting for this game, it takes place on an island. That this island is in a day, in a perpetual time loop of a 12-hour period from the morning to night. Maybe what?
The Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yes, that is basically yes. So you play as a guy who is on an island, and after a couple days, you realize your character is trying to break the time loop on this island. And the people on the island and a rival assassin who's there to keep the time loop continuing, they are trying to kill you and keep you from resetting or from ending the time loop. Every time you die, you wake up again in the morning at the beach, the same exact way, without all of your shit. But every day you progress. It's almost like as you progress and figure things out from the moment the game starts, you remember everything from the days before, and you're like, all right, I've already been there. I know where that is. The rival assassin that is trying to stop you has lived through this thousands of days, thousands of attempts of your guy. Like, you pick up in, like, at a certain point where your guy, for some reason, forgets again, and he's like, wait, what, why am I doing this? Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've gotten to the point of about 4 hours in, and you see, like, your guy visits he visits himself to tell him certain things. That's happened twice. At the beginning, it happens, and the other assassin kills that guy. And then, the thing I did last, you get visited by yourself again, and then the guy's like, all right, this is the last time. This is the last hint. You're on your own. But the way the game works is there's a bunch of, First, let's talk about the gameplay, which I'm really liking a lot. It really reminds me of BioShock Infinite, crossed with Dishonored, because it's made by the guys who made Dishonored and Dishonored 2 and Prey.
Dishonored was really good. Oh, Prey was good too.
Yeah,
I played a little bit of that.
There are multiple locations in the game which are all different at different times of the day. So there's like different enemies, different things happening, and different there's different stuff. There's 2, 3, 4. I think there's 5 time periods during the day: morning, noon, afternoon, and night. Whatever. If you go to each of the areas, they're different at a certain time period, and certain people are only there at certain times.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of the game, you go through them. Each time you go to one area, the time will pass when you leave. But you have powers in your left hand, along with a little hacking device, gun in your right hand. You can dual wield if you choose to. If it's a single-handed weapon, but the gameplay is very similar to that of like BioShock and Dishonored. You could play it super stealthy, or you could just say fuck it and just kill everybody and go loud, do whatever you want. But like I said, so if you die, you get killed by somebody or something, you restart at the beginning. Basically, you do like another run, right? But as you progress through the story, your guy and you learn more things, so you can skip steps. You can skip going to places and doing something, right?
Because
so, you already know. Like, I already know the code for this door, so I can just skip. I can go straight to it. Or I've already grabbed this item and I know what's in there, and I've read the piece of paper. I don't need to go to it anymore. So I've gotten to the point now where I've discovered the point of the game, and about 3 hours in, you discover the thing that will reset the time loop is to kill the 8 bosses in the game in one day.
All in one day?
Yes. The way this game also works is after you get to that point, you can be invaded by another player who is playing as the other assassin, who can just pop up randomly at any time. You can kill them, or they can kill you, and whatever. But you actually, there's a power that you get. It's called, so you have a thing called a slab where you can get extra powers, which is like with your left hand. The first thing you get are 2 rewinds, basically. So you basically have 2 deaths before you have a permanent death.
Okay.
But the rewind will rewind you about 30 seconds. After you die, you go back about 30 seconds to before you got killed. But the rest of the world stays the same. But the writing is really funny. The dialogue is really, really good. But I'm playing it on PS5 because I wanted a reason to play it on my PlayStation, or a reason to play my PlayStation.
Yeah.
And during the course of the game, the other assassin, I think her name is Juliana, she talks to you on like a radio, and it comes through the controller speaker, which I think is really cool. Their banter is really cool. Obviously, they have history that you are slowly discovering. I don't want to spoil like who your character is because you do figure out like what your character's role on the island was before at about like 2 or 3 hour mark. But I believe there's a way to play through the game co-op. It seems like so someone else can play as Colt, who's the main guy, with you, I guess, if you wanted to go about doing it that way. But I'm really enjoying the game. It seems like by the time I finish the game, it's going to be a mindfuck. You have to beat the game before you can play as Juliana and invade other people. Mm-hmm. But it's really interesting. Do you guys have any questions or anything about it that I can answer?
So is it an FPS?
It is a first-person shooter, yes. It's the first actual story mode first-person shooter I've played in a long time other than Doom.
Okay. So, but similar to Dishonored, because I played through a lot of that. I didn't play a lot of BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, it's just Infinite.
Sorry, hey, yeah, I don't know where I'm at. Anyways, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd definitely watch you play it if I could.
Yeah, I thought about streaming it, but I don't have a video card, or not a video card, but a capture card that's good enough to capture the level of detail that I would like to see. It's because when I use it, I can only see my game in 1080p, and I'd like to get it higher than that if I can. So, sorry, but eventually I'll get one. I just don't. It's a pain in the ass right now to want to stream it. But again, like the PS5 does have a feature where I can stream my screen to other PS5 users, but I'm the only one of us that has a PS5, so unfortunately I can't do that.
Yeah. And
I don't like really streaming single player games and stuff because I feel like when I'm streaming I have to talk the whole time.
Yeah.
Right?
And what do you talk about?
Yeah, and I can't really pay attention to what's happening or whatever. So, because as someone that doesn't have that doesn't have an actual real following, you have to be entertaining to get people to watch you. So, I feel like I have to narrate basically what I'm doing or just constantly speak instead of just being able to enjoy the game. So I don't really like streaming single player stuff.
All right, that makes sense.
Plus, I like to sit down and enjoy it, and I don't like to feel pressured to do anything I don't want to do or whatever.
How's the blood or gore violence?
The gore and the violence is good. The bodies disappear, but that makes sense with the way it works. Like all those people just die, and I don't know. It's so
they also reset.
Yeah, they also reset. Yes, yeah. So,
but this doesn't sound so confusing.
No, it's not confusing, but it's very similar to, like, it's a really clever way to do, like, almost like a roguelike game. So, like, a roguelike is like Hades, right? So you die, but you remember your attempts and you get better, right? So, right now, I'm trying to go and kill a boss, or not a boss. I guess they're bosses, kind of, but, They're in the world in their locations at only a specific amount or a specific time. Mm-hmm. So right now the objective is to go kill someone that can give me the ability to keep my weapons through days or through deaths. So even if I don't die at the end of the day, I reset in the morning anyway, without my stuff that I collected through that day. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you're about to get the ability to keep your shit.
Yeah, there is a boss that I can learn the ability to keep my stuff canonically. It's not just like a perk, like here you go, now you get to do this because that's how the game works. No, it's like, so they are controlling the time loop from this place. Like they have technology that does that. They are instigating it. It's not just like a weird natural thing in this world. It's like on this island, due to things that they're experimenting with, they are controlling the time loop on this island.
That sounds pretty cool.
It does.
So, Yeah, think of like it's not an I won't say it's an open world. Like it is technically an open world, but each they're all areas. And when you progress from one area to another, time passes and you go back to like a weird, almost like a menu where you launch and you check your loadout and stuff like that. But it has there's not a huge selection of guns that I've seen, but they're all pretty unique. I mean, there's a nail gun. There's like
That's cool.
single shot rifles. It's it doesn't matter. I mean, the guns are really like secondary. It's not Borderlands,
Right.
But they drop some of the people. You can pick up any gun anybody drops, and you store it. And hopefully, I'll learn how to keep those guns soon. But I have to go kill a different boss to make it easier to kill this other boss. So it's almost like there's gonna be like a Mega Man thing, right? Where like in the original Mega Man, there's like a specific path you want to take. That's like, this is the first boss you want to kill. Then that makes it easier to kill this one. And then it makes it easier to kill that one. Like that. So it gave me a hint at the beginning, like when the game's like, because there's a lot of shit you gotta know. So there's a lot of tutorialized like stuff through the first 3 or 4 hours of the game. It let me go and attempt to kill that boss that I need to kill, to keep my guns. And then it was like, you got your ass kicked. It's now time to, tell you that you can go kill a different boss that will actually make it easier to kill this one.
And you're like, all right.
Yeah, so it holds your hand a little bit, but it lets you go make mistakes and die. Like, dying's not a bad thing in this game, because you can still just grab your shit. Like, well, once I can keep my stuff, it'll be less of a penalty, but it's really cool. There's like, you can see your dude's thoughts. Like, your consciousness, like this guy has done this like thousands of times, right? For some reason, randomly, when you start the game, he had forgotten all the shit that had happened up until that point. But it's like your consciousness, like when you look at shit, has like writing on the wall. Like literally, like it has writing that, or like like words that will pop up that you can read. That like, so I went to an area, one of the first couple areas, and I started going the wrong way, and it was like, just words started popping up like, oh, you don't want to go this way. No, don't go that way. No. And then I started going the right way, and there's some dudes up ahead, and there's like writing that says, sneak up on them or go loud with a question mark and shit like that. It's pretty funny. The dialogue is fantastic between all the characters so far. It's pretty funny. I like there's a lot of stuff to discover in the world also, which is
so it's worth the $70.
Yeah, actually it's only 60. Even on PS5, so.
Really?
Yeah. It's on PS5 and PC. Those are the two things it's on. So. Yeah, I would have been better at the game if I had bought it on PC, but I'm enjoying
I bet
it on
Cheyenne
PS5
could probably
regardless.
get it for her PC.
She could.
Probably.
My PC's too much of a piece of shit to run it for sure.
You need a new PC.
Yeah, I do.
It's true.
I do.
You guys have any other questions about it? But I'm thoroughly enjoying the game so far, and if anyone is on the fence that's hearing this, go get that game. Get the game. It's fantastic. I can see this being Game of the Year, heavy Game of the Year candidate.
How's
for
the
sure.
stealth?
Oh, it's as good as like Dishonored.
That's cool. Because I really like the stealth aspects of Dishonored.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm really interested in it now, that it doesn't sound like convoluted time travel.
No, I wouldn't say it's convoluted, but it definitely seems like I'm going to get mind-fucked probably by the end of the game.
Like, why everything's happening.
Yeah, because the second
sometimes
time I was talking to myself, in the game the second time, he was like looking off to like the side of me when he said something, and my main character was like, oh, what the hell are you talking about? And then he was gone. So I'm sure there's going to be like some, oh!
Yeah, but sometimes that's a good feeling. mind
I like
feeling.
knowing that it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get crazy.
And it's not predictable. I'm tired of predicting stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like it's so funny. Like I said, like the dialogue, especially here at the beginning of the game, when the rival, the lady who's trying to kill you, who's like trying to stop you, basically, she will call you and be like, "So this is where you're at right now, right?" Like, and will like she knows, like, again, she has the memory of living through my attempting to break the time loop like 1,000 times. Like, so she knows everything that you're gonna do and will beat you to it sometimes, and it keeps you, it's fun.
That sounds fun.
Yep, I'm really enjoying it. I will.
I like that it
play
takes several
quite a
hours,
lot
it
tomorrow.
seems, to get through.
Yeah. Yeah, it also seems like maybe one of those games that you can replay and use all your knowledge from the first playthrough, like, immediately. To, like, skip all the tutorialized shite at the beginning.
And get kind of a whole, like, 2 games in one. You get the first playthrough where you don't know anything, and then the second playthrough you get a whole nother experience.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool, though, to
if you will,
to get that feeling of like, fuck, I fucked up, god damn it. But you die, and then you're like, alright, I know exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do this time, and you're sprinting through all the shit that you did at the first couple times, the first couple of days of the, like, in-game days, and you're just sprinting through it, and it's really cool. I highly recommend it. I can't wait to play more.
Nice. Well, I do want to play that someday.
Yeah, I hope you can play it soon. That's for sure.
Yeah. Definitely check it out. See if my laptop can run it, which it probably can, but
yeah, I think it'll run it probably pretty decently. It doesn't really, it's not super graphical. I wouldn't say it's like fucking Red Dead 2 or anything crazy like that. But
yeah.
I like the art style a lot.
Oh, you already talked about all the news?
Yeah.
Even the physical, Xbox and PS5s being sold in store?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know.
You didn't talk about the news, did you?
We definitely talked about the news.
Doesn't
Alright, so anyway, I
about
gotta
the
ask you
news,
guys a
like-
question. I gotta ask you guys something.
Oh, okay.
So, before we get into this last segment, it's almost spooky time again.
Woo!
So, are there any games? And this is I know I'm springing it on you. Are there any games you would recommend some people to play coming up the next few weeks during spooky season?
During spoopy time, you want to be spooked?
Sure, yeah.
I would say Dead Space 2 is a great place to start. Outlast is a great place to start.
I was gonna say Outlast. And I just finished. Well, my friend and I are playing Resident Evil 6, and there's 3 different playthroughs in that, 3 different storylines you can follow. Mm-hmm. We finished the first storyline with Leon, and then we finished the second storyline with Chris Redfield, and we haven't done the third one with Jake and Cheryl yet, but that one's pretty spooky.
Yeah, Resident Evil.
You got a lot of time to do that, huh?
We haven't played in like 2 months, but I did do that a little while ago.
Silent Hill is a good one to start with.
Ooh, Silent Hill has such good lore.
Yep. The Evil Within looks good. I haven't really played it that much though. I started it a little bit, but for some reason I didn't stick with it.
I was pretty scared playing the Blair Witch when it came out on Game Pass like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but that's a piece of shit.
Is it?
Yeah, that game sucks.
Well, I was pretty scared, so.
Have you beaten it?
No.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Girl, no.
If you had beaten that game, you wouldn't be saying that it was pretty good. You'd be
that's the thing with horror
else.
games, right? They have to have a decent ending or they suck, right? The whole point of it is just, then you're just like,
Until Dawn.
Right?
Yeah.
Until Dawn. I didn't play
Oh yeah,
myself,
I
but
could play that. Shit. Oh, I could stream that game.
yeah, I watched a lot. I mean, I watched a lot of YouTubers play it because I love the decision making mechanic, and so I'd watch Markiplier play it, and then I'd watch Jacksepticeye play it, and they all made different decisions, so I got to see the different outcomes without playing it myself and being scared because I'm a child and can't move the controller myself. Love horror movies, like watching people play horror games, can't do it myself. But Until Dawn is really good if you like story-heavy horror.
Sure, I would play that. I've never played that either.
That one, yeah, it's a lot of decision.
I can play it on my PlayStation.
Yeah, I think I got it for free on PlayStation. It was one of the monthly games, but I haven't played it because I was too scared.
Until Dawn?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
I liked it. I liked it though. I liked the playthrough. I know the whole thing. I know what happens because I watched everybody play it.
Alright, well in the same vein real quick, because this is going to come out with very few days left. Yeah, on the 27th. So it'll be spooky season pretty soon thereafter.
Scary.
So with that said, I think that we should maybe do some spooky streams this year for October, I guess.
Yeah.
How about we check out whatever is new in Phasmophobia? You guys remember that game from last year?
Mm-hmm.
I get really scared playing Phasmophobia.
I always
That's
fucking
the
die in that
point.
show. Not in the show, in that game.
In the show, yeah. No, because you're like you just stay in the room. You just don't care. You're like whatever.
Yeah, I'm like,
Chris, can you play it on your computer?
yeah, my computer
Played it
kind of
last year.
shits itself a little bit, but it can handle it.
We should play it, but
Sorry about yawning.
I apologize in advance for the screaming that I'm gonna do.
That's okay. Yeah, I think we should stream that. So that'll be pretty fun. Because we need to start using the actual Nerdy as Hell Twitch account.
Yeah, we do. What else is new that is scary?
I wish I could stream like Outlast or something, but I'd be boring to watch play that. I'd just be like sitting there doing that.
Yeah, but I could watch.
I played through that shit. I played through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are you
Matt's
looking
more fun. Matt's more fun because he actually gets scared.
Yeah. It's true.
You don't get as scared, Chris. You're just like, I got this.
No.
Man, it's too bad I already played through both Resident Evils,
I wish
2 and 3.
we could play I don't know, Dead Space together. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah.
Do Dead Space 3, but
But it really wasn't
Chris
that
doesn't
scary.
like Dead Space 3. Yeah. Huh. Well,
But
yeah, whatever.
I mean, we could
play
the
it,
only
though.
thing we could do is
you and
watch you
Cheyenne
play. Yeah, I could watch you play Dead Space.
Oh, okay. I guess
No.
I could play through it, since I'm the only person that really has anything set up to stream.
Yeah.
That's true. And we could just watch
I've
it.
never finished Dead Space or Dead Space 2.
Are there any new horror games coming out?
Come on, Riley.
I don't know.
Resident Evil 8, but I feel like I would need to finish 7, which I haven't played in 4 months at this point, so...
I don't know if you would need to play 7, though.
I'm not sure you do need to.
Because not all of them are connected story-wise like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that 8 is related. I don't know.
I heard it. I thought it was. Based on like a little tiny bit of gameplay that I saw, you play as the same dude. I think. Maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's possible.
We could always play Back for Blood when it comes out.
That's not really
I wouldn't say that's a horror game.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that at all.
Is zombies?
I mean, at this point, are zombies even horror?
Yes.
Zombies are like their own genre.
Yeah, it's at this point, zombies are closer to action than horror, I would say.
Evil Inside for PS5. Psychological horror. Sounds cool.
Oh yeah, just the title. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be fun.
It sounds cool.
Anyway, alright, well, is there anything else you guys want to touch on before we get into our new experimental segment?
We can do that, but
that we may or may not ever do again.
I just wanted to reiterate that Rainbow Six Quarantine looks like a piece of shit.
Okay.
I was looking up upcoming horror games to see if there was one I was excited about.
Oh no!
And I saw that one listed among them, and I was just like,
how is that a horror game?
Because
same way as zombies game. How is Back 4 Blood a horror game or whatever?
So,
I'm not even going to get into this semantics argument.
I was just like, damn that game. What a shit.
The dogs must obviously really want something from me here because
They
they're
need
both
you, man.
on me.
It's a baby.
No, don't play in here.
Have they shat recently?
We're doing something. Yeah. Don't worry about their shitting. They've shat. They probably need to pee, but they can wait another 15 minutes.
Oh, your dog's head perked up when you said pee too.
Pee? Hey. Stop.
They want a treat, obviously.
Don't you say
Yeah,
that.
ask them if they want a treat.
No, hell no. Because then they'll be in here crying and begging and shit. They already got it anyway. They already got it today. Alright, anyway, these people don't want to hear me talk about stuff about my dogs, and then the dog just got scared there. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
But
Clem, you be scared of cat.
Alright.
Hello? I see you looking
Cheyenne, I need to ask you this before we do this.
What?
Are you going to be able to participate in this segment that we're about to do?
I don't know what it is.
What? Did you listen to that album?
No, I didn't.
God damn it!
I forgot.
Of course. How many songs on the album have you heard?
None. Probably none. Zero. Alright,
You
well...
have heard something.
Nope.
Well, talk to me like I'm the audience. Go ahead.
You could just sit there.
Yeah.
God damn it. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Why didn't you remind me?
Did you...
Do you need me to babysit you too?
Yeah.
You
That'd
did
be
mention
nice.
it in the group chat. I mean, I listened to like 5 songs on that album before we even started this.
I don't know. I'm speechless at this point.
Only one of the songs on the album
Sorry.
I hadn't heard
It's
before
more
today,
of a
though.
suggestion at this point what we're going to be talking about from week to week, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
So
It
I'm going to
is.
go ahead and say it's up to you, Cheyenne, what we're talking about next week.
Oh, great.
If you decide to make it.
Again.
Yeah. Oh, again. Yeah. For the first time in probably 6 months.
Jake and Chris haven't hosted an episode yet.
That's also bullshit.
I have hosted.
Chris
an episode.
hosted the episode, the top 5 female protagonists in games or whatever.
Yeah.
Jake has hosted multiple episodes and done a nerd space all by himself that was almost 3 hours long.
Oof.
And he had a fucking child. So I'm
Yeah.
not going to tell him that he needs to create a... What are you looking at?
This weird thing that's coming up on the TV.
It's coming for you. Alright, well, let's talk about it, Chris. Since I basically knew, that's why I wrote a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you were right.
Called it before we even started
He
recording.
called it before. Oh, by the way, if you wouldn't have listened
It's
to
almost
it.
like... Yeah, yeah.
It's almost like you know me.
Yep. And yet I'm still surprised.
You're still
How?
like, oh.
Still disappointed, yep. Alright, anyway.
You should
we're gonna-
not be disappointed. You should not be disappointed anymore.
Why? Why should I not be?
Because you know me.
Okay.
All right.
Therefore, whatever. Well, we're gonna try this thing out. We're gonna try a new segment that probably may or may not ever happen again, since it's only gonna be 2 of us specifically talking about it now.
Yeah.
Who knows what we're gonna do? We might put it on the Patreon at some point or something later. I don't know. But we're gonna review and go through a new album that came
Eternal
out
Blue.
on Friday, September the 17th, Friday the 17th, from a band called Spiritbox, their first full-length album called Eternal Blue. Before we start, Chris, why don't you rate that album art for me and try to describe it?
To me,
Oh,
it
wow.
looks like a mixture between peeling lead paint and like weird lava lamp. Fucking wax. I guess is that what it is? Is it wax inside that?
Huh.
Yeah, it
To
is
me-
wax.
To me, it looks like ocean.
Or like a weird landscape in a distorted thing. I don't know. It's a really abstract kind of picture. It might also be something like under an electron microscope.
It's really cool.
Yeah, rate that art. Rate it. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 for sure.
Yeah,
I give it a 5
looks
out of
cool.
5.
Looks cool.
It looks really cool.
5 out of 5 is fair.
Thanks for participating, Cheyenne.
I can look at album art.
I know. Thanks. Something that doesn't take time or effort. Appreciate it.
It doesn't take time or effort to listen to music either.
That's
no,
true.
not really, but it's hard. It's hard these days.
You can do it while you take a dump.
It's hard for me.
Yeah, you could do that, but it's all right.
Okay, I've listened to a couple of these songs.
You probably don't remember them at all.
I do too. I listen to Constance all the time.
Okay, you can talk about one song on this album.
She can talk
Holy
about
Roller.
more.
You've only heard that song once.
No, that's not true.
All right. Anyway, real quick
Circle
about
with
the
Me.
band.
I've heard a lot. Sorry.
They originate from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, in Canada. The genre that they are most tied to would be metalcore, post-metal, progressive metal, gent, or alternative metal. They were founded in 2016, and the members of the band are Courtney LaPlante. I've heard someone say LaPlante also, so I'm not exactly sure how to say her last name.
Yeah, I've heard both ways too.
Mike Stringer, who is her husband, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Bill Crook is the bassist, and Mike Stringer, is the guitarist, and Zev Rose, the drummer. So sorry if you're going to listen to this and you don't listen to metal or anything or rock or anything like that. You can just skip to the end, I guess.
Which is see you next week.
Yeah, which is why this is experimental. But if you like this, let us know anyway.
Yeah,
and maybe we'll do it some more on our
we could also
YouTube channel or something.
Talk about other things too, like not just metal.
I know.
If we continue,
well, it's hard to listen to It's hard to talk about genres I don't listen to be fair. But
right.
Anyway. So I guess we will go through the list. We will go from track list, starting with track number 1 called Sun Killer.
Sun Killer.
Chris, any thoughts on the first song on this album?
Well, I thought...
Oh, sorry. We're also going to be rating the album from 1 to 10 at the end. We don't have to rate the songs, but at the end we'll rate the album. Go ahead.
It was one of the songs I was not familiar with. You don't really hear it come up so much in the... See, I don't pay for Spotify, so I have to listen to my shit shuffled like a piece of crap.
Nerd.
Yeah. So that was part of why I've been trying to listen to the album as much as I could, but I thought it was okay. It wasn't my favorite song on this album, to be honest.
Full transparency, I've listened to this album from start to finish 5 times already. Since Friday. I listened to it after I went to bed at like 1 a.m. on Thursday night, so I've listened to it 5 times from start to finish.
It's the one with that Sun Killer Sing Me to Sleep.
Yes.
Line.
Yes. Yeah, so this is the first song on the album. From this song, I get really big Amy Lee vibes out of Courtney. Specifically in this song. Just the vocal style that she uses for this song. I think it's a really good intro song for an album. It gets the vibe. It gets the vibe across for the overall album pretty well. It's very ominous.
It is ominous.
Towards like what's to come from the album. You get a little bit of everything. You get clean vocals. You get harsh vocals at the end. And I haven't really heard a lot of songs like this where like the whole bridge part is a really interesting electronic, like whispery thing. I don't know how to.
It's
really
like
describe
auto-tuning, kind of.
Kind of, but it's super cool. The breakdown just like smacks you right in the face. The last like 30 seconds of the song, which I enjoy. I'm always down to get smacked in the face with a breakdown. So, I like this song. I think it's a really good intro song to an album. It's not too long. I think it's like 2.5 minutes.
I'd give it like a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I like this song. I don't think I'm going to rate each one of these because it's probably going to be arbitrary, but I'll rate the album as a whole at the end because I want to rate the package, like all of it together.
Okay, I feel you.
But I'm just saying me. You can give it whatever score you want. And this song leads directly into With No Break. The second song called "Hurt You."
Yep.
Which was the last single from this album that was released about a month ago. I'll give mine first this time, I guess. You get heavy bass guitar in the verses of this song. It's got a really, really nice groove for a heavy song or heavier song. It has a really, really great chorus with a pretty good hook. The only thing I kind of would, if I was scoring this specific song, would deduct points from it, is it has a very predictable structure, but has a really solid breakdown at the end.
True.
Okay, Chris, you're...
Yeah, I know. I'm just rereading the lyrics. And, it's... I don't know. It's not... You can tell that it's... to me, it makes me think about, like, an abusive relationship or something. You know, like, I hope you find what you're fighting for. I'm happier when I hurt you. Your medicine is the coldest war. Like, her lyrics are really impactful. And, like, that's typical of most of her music I've seen. But this song especially is less angry in tone. Like, she writes with her anger a lot. It, to me, seems more like sorrowful, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that from this song.
Like, there's still moments where it comes out as anger, but I feel like overall the tone and, like, the words in this song, to me, give me like a sadder vibe, I guess.
Oh, no, I totally agree. This will probably... I'll be honest, yes, I've listened to the album multiple times, but I haven't dove into the lyrics yet.
Mm-hmm.
I like to give the song I like to have a feeling just for the song and try to, like, guess what it's about before I read it to see how close I am. So, but I haven't really read any of the lyrics for any of these songs.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But it does it gives that vibe though. Also, the music video is fucking weird.
That's a lot of them.
Really weird. Yeah, it's really freaky. The third song, called Yellowjacket, featuring Sam Carter, who I believe is a vocalist for Architects, another metalcore band. This song is really, really cool. It's probably the most unique song on this whole album.
It was cool.
I like the distortion on Courtney's voice to make her sound like a robot during the verses. It's really cool. It has a very interesting structure. You don't get a chorus until more than halfway through the song.
Right.
And you only get the chorus again after the breakdown at the very end. It's a very interesting structure. I liked it. Go ahead.
I just thought I really liked the intensity of it. Like, on the bridge, like, so must sell, Somo Ross, nothing saved, double knot. But she says it in such fucking, like, ridiculous, heavy vocal. I don't know. I'm not trying to analyze the lyrics because I spend a lot of time analyzing the lyrics for these songs, but then I'm realizing only now that we're not really prepared to talk about that. So I'll say I really liked...
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't prepared, but I mean, you can if you want.
I just really liked this collaboration. She always collaborates really well with other musicians. And they always make fucking really cool ass shit.
Yeah, she's featured in a fuck ton of songs.
Yeah, like, she's got a fucking kick-ass voice, and she's making money with it. So good for her.
The face-melting scrapes and the lows during the breakdown.
Oh, they were awesome.
Absolutely. This song, I labeled this song as this is the first official banger. I don't just throw that word around much.
Yep.
But,
Yellowjacket.
Yeah. I would even say it didn't even need Sam Carter, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Didn't even need that guy. I honestly would think it he adds a, I guess you could say a male voice, right? So it's like slightly more aggressive, especially when they use harsh vocals. But like Courtney's good enough, like so good in every aspect of singing or any vocal style that he's just not even needed,
right?
Honestly. But I like the riff down at the end too.
Oh yeah, me too. Good. It's definitely a solid song.
Yep. Really enjoyed that song a lot. Now we can go to number 4.
Summit.
The Summit. Do you want to start with this one?
No, I really only ever listened to this one once.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I got some.
Okay.
I've listened to this song 5 or 6 times.
Whoa.
It's the first, I would say it's the first soft song of the album. And when I use that term lightly, for a metalcore aspect, yes, it's a soft song, but it's not like soft, like, it's not soft like that. But it's, this song like really hooks me by like the first 30 seconds. Courtney's voice is so ethereal. It's so beautiful in this song. It has a very catchy, hummable chorus.
It does. Like the venom is what keeps me alive.
Yeah. I really, really liked the auto-tuned bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it sound like the bridge part leading to the end of the song, where she's auto-tuned and singing with no instrumental in the background. It's great. It's really cool.
It was very
super atmospheric. Then I wrote down another very solid track for this one.
Like honestly, this whole album has been so far, like we're barely in it, but everything has been pretty damn solid.
Yeah, I'm going to be completely transparent here. I like every song on this album, so
yeah,
but
me too.
some more than others, but
yep.
None of these songs are bad at any stretch of the imagination. Then we got Secret Garden, which was the second to last single that we got from this album that we've had for a couple months now. Here's what I said about this one. Beautifully groovy, all clean vocals from the beginning to end. The guitar work is mind-blowing during the verses of the song. Like it is so intense, but it's so well.
It's clean.
It's super clean, but it's really well mixed. Where it's it's below Courtney's vocals, so you really have to listen in it. You have to listen to it to try to get you can get different layers of this song, multiple listens. Yeah. For a band that only has 4 people, 1 guitarist, 1 bassist. I mean, you're not gonna have more than 1 drummer unless you're Slipknot. And you're not really going to have another vocalist unless one is a screamer and one's a singer. So, but for a band with only 4 people in it, the depth of all of these songs is incredible, especially this one.
Oh yeah, I agree. I really liked this song, Secret Garden. To me, it's about like inner strength, like being able. It's about like resilience for yourself. Kind of, to me. Yeah.
All these songs, by the way, I mean, this is their first full-length album, and it's obviously all these songs are written during a pandemic, so.
Yeah, I mean.
You're gonna have themes like that, depression and shit and stuff like that throughout all these songs. But I like that too.
Like, a lot of her writing, I'm not sure how much of it is, like, who's writing.
I think Mike and Courtney write both songs. Like, I think she writes a good amount of the lyrics, but he writes all the music.
Understood.
Based on what I know, I could be wrong.
It just sounds like whoever wrote these lyrics understands like about inner struggles and depression, and probably have grown a lot through their experiences, and that's how it like you can, in my opinion, it translates to their lyrics in a lot of songs.
Yep, but love this song. I never skip this song.
No, me either.
Every single time it comes up, I listen to it. So. All right, number 6, we got Silk in the Strings. Do you have anything that you want to start with on this one?
Mm, I don't know.
Okay.
What do you have?
my notes on this one. This song is very heavy, super groovy though. And I said again, Courtney's vocal range is mind-boggling. And this song is really just a primer for the song after this one, which is Holy Roller, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah, I mean they're both very heavy, angry songs.
Yeah, yeah. If you're not into metal or harsh vocals, don't listen to this song. Sorry.
Like, no, I mean
it's intense.
powerful. Like you're gonna come out of this feeling like this is a song to live to.
yeah. I would definitely agree with that.
Or like if you're running and you're gonna shred your lungs, this will be the song for you. Or Holy Roller.
And speaking of Holy Roller, that is song number 7.
It's one I've listened to.
Yeah, this was the second song that I heard from this band, and the song that really sold me on them, because the first song we'll talk about later. This song is just totally different than the first song I heard from them.
This song is very heavy.
Yeah, this song is the heaviest on the album by far.
Have you guys read the lyrics on this one?
Yes.
Very
religious.
Angry at religion.
Well, it's more anti-religion.
Yeah, very.
Well, I just mean
you know what a Holy Roller is, right, Cheyenne?
Yeah, I don't mean religious as in I just mean it has religion in it. Like,
yeah, it has religious themes.
Yeah, they're talking about sitting in a garden and paradise and some of it.
It's like Holy Ghost will born of blood and seraphim to grip the Nazarene crown of God. You wear it thin to come and rapture me. Like,
yeah, it's very anti-religion. I totally agree, but it's very heavy.
Yep.
Yeah. A quote that I heard from Courtney when they made the song, when it actually got earned it earned an award for I think it was Heavy Song of the Year or something like that. I don't know, but it was the goal for this song was just to make the most ridiculous song they could, and that's what they did. And it was
the music
song, I think this song
really
probably
good.
This song and the last song on this album I think put this band on the map, because they both went pretty viral during the pandemic. Yeah. This song and the last song on this album. The music video is pretty badass for something that they just made in a field.
Yeah, it was.
I love the makeup that
her makeup
she had
awesome.
on. Oh
man,
my god,
so fucking cool.
It was. It really was. If you haven't watched the music video, you should.
It is badass.
Yeah. It is pretty badass. For damn sure, and this is probably... I'm going to finish what I wrote here. The heaviest... I'm sorry. Super heavy. The grooviest, face-smacking song I've ever heard. It's the heaviest song on the album, and this song has me humming the riff. Just the riff.
I know it.
All the time.
Me too. It's very catchy.
It is so ridiculous. This song is so heavy, and I don't think there's ever been a song that's heavy like this that I've sung the riff to.
Mm-mm.
It just grooves, man. It's so, god damn it. So good. if you like that kind of music. All right. Then we have number 8, the namesake of the album, Eternal Blue. I didn't really write down a whole lot about the actual music of the song, but I wrote what I was feeling when I was listening to the song. But if you want to start, you can.
It's I don't want to say a loneliness kind of a feeling you get when you listen to the song, but it's they're singing about what's in your absence, a cavity that's left in you. And it just...
Yeah, again, I didn't read the lyrics to this song at all.
Yeah.
I just listened to it 2 or 3 times.
And it seems like it's sadness. The Eternal Blue is emotional.
Yes. Yeah. This is what I wrote down. Without reading any of the lyrics, the things that I get from the music, and the words that I understand, obviously. But when I listen to the music, I listen to the sounds that are coming into my ear. I'm not trying to just focus, I'm just trying to listen and get the feel of the music, right?
Right.
And that's how, different people listen to music differently. Some people look up the lyrics the first time the first time they hear a song, right? When I listen to an album, I normally don't remember any of it after the first listen. I have to
agree.
listen to a second or a third time before I decide if I like the album or even a specific song. Because I like it, I just like it to just like cleanse itself, like, or just rinse myself in it, right?
Well,
and bask in it.
You get your own, like, feelings from it, because if you start looking up the lyrics or interviews of the artist on why they wrote it, then it might hit you differently than if you just took it in on your own. Like, you gotta listen to it and form your own thing, and then look up the lyrics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
if you want to
that's exactly
learn
how
more.
I would do it. So this song, this is what I wrote down. The way that the music feels to me is the song. It feels like you're going on a journey. The way the song feels to me.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm listening to it, but not really listening to the words, it feels like I'm being told a story. And going on, going with them through the story that's being told through this song. I just wrote, the song makes me feel things. The vocal free breakdown is a really, really good choice in this song, or to keep in this song, to keep the song like clean vocals only. There's no vocal accompaniment to the breakdown at all, which I think is a really interesting choice, and it really was nice for this song, I think. And then I put might be one of my favorite songs on the album, probably. I don't know, it was just interesting to listen to. I have to listen to this specific. So we're in like the last couple songs of the album. So if I'm on a car ride, am I the only one that tends to remember the first like 5 or 6 songs of an album more than the last couple?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because of like car rides not being 45 minutes long to listen to the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I've listened to the first like 5 or 6 songs more than the last couple songs. I've only listened to these songs from number 8 on, the ones that weren't pre-released at least.
Mm-hmm.
I've only listened to them probably 5 times, just when I've listened to the full thing. The other songs I've listened to probably 6 or 7, maybe 8 times since it came out. So
that makes sense.
Yes, so that's where I'm at on this song. Haven't really dove deep into it yet, but I like it a lot. I guess we can move to number 9. We live in a strange world. Obviously, I haven't looked at the lyrics again on this one, but just from what I get and the feeling of this song, I wrote, this song is obviously about the world we live in today. I'm sure.
Yeah, it expresses a lot of frustration. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure.
Like, I'm not going to read all the lyrics for you, but yeah.
I really love the musical choice to keep it electronic and like pop-esque for literally the whole first half of the song.
Because it's got such like a bitterness to it. Like,
yes. Yeah, I would not say it's like, I don't even know. It's probably not, pop is probably not the right word. Because it's not a beat.
It's mocking.
Maybe.
That's how it comes across to me.
I think it's that way so that the lyrics and the words land better.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're more emphasized, right? If there's nothing behind them, but a very simple electronic beat.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second half of the song, the music comes in along with the electronic accompaniment, and it's just, I like this song. Very vocally powerful bridge, and a very good palate cleanser for some of the harder songs that have come through the last few songs.
That's a cool way to put it, a palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have anything that I didn't touch on there?
No, I think you hit everything on the head there. I didn't really give that song very much of a listen to, honestly. Like the later ones.
It's also not very long. It's like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a pretty short song. This feels like a song that you write is like one of the last songs you put in the album, because it's like, things are happening before you finish the album, right? Or you're like, I think we need something. I think we need something else. I think we need another thing like in here to break blah, 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 like to break this up. Like I could be 100% completely wrong. This could have been the first song they wrote for it. But this album or this song feels like, and I'm not talking about the quality or anything, because it's good. It just feels like this song was probably produced really quickly, and I bet 100% of this song came in production, like while you're making the album. Like a lot of these, you can start like the riffs, and before you start putting it all together, right?
Yeah,
they're probably writing them down in their own time on tour, and I feel like this song was probably thrown together in like 5 or 6 days at the studio.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm not trying to say that's also a total guess. Like I don't like shitting on people's art that they make, right? It's a good song still. I'm just that's I don't know, that's just the vibe I get from the song. I still like it a lot. How do you even what the fuck is this word for number 10?
Halcyon.
Halcyon?
Halcyon.
Never heard that word before. I don't even know what the fuck it means.
Well, or
what it is.
No, what's the name of the game? The Outer Worlds? Halcyon is one of the, like, planets.
Is it?
Yeah. In the outer...
That's pretty awesome. I really hope that's where they got the name from.
Yeah, I don't know if that's where, but that's how I know how to pronounce it.
Okay. I really like the fade in at the beginning of this. This song totally jukes you. It fades in, and then it has a really fucking hard riff. You're like, oh shit, we're going in. And then it just completely drops out. Completely drops out.
Just kidding.
Yep, completely drops out as soon as Courtney comes in. Really, really, really good chorus on this one. This song has huge energy for the chorus.
It does.
Powerful guitar, just really chunky, powerful riff behind in the chorus, or behind the vocals in the chorus. We get some harsh vocals with a tone switch. The last third of this song, right when the bridge starts, and it has a really big emotional breakdown, and gives you that good kind of grimace. We're like, oh
yeah, we were just like,
oh yeah,
definitely,
yeah. Yes, you in the front with your hand raised.
I just didn't want to interrupt you. Anyway, the definition of halcyon is denoting a period of time in the past that was idyllically happy and peaceful.
Ooh, okay. So just given that and the way this song is structured, I bet the lyrics start really happy and then it's like an emotional turn right when the bridge happens. Mm-hmm. That's something that this band really does well, by the way. Which we're going to touch on in the last song.
It's derived from like Greek mythology kind of stuff. So, yeah. So it has an actual definition. I wasn't sure if it had a definition, but it does.
Answer your phone.
No.
What do you think, Chris? What do you think about this song?
I thought it was good, and it definitely leads into the next song really well.
Yes, absolutely.
It definitely just sets the tone.
Yep. The next song, number 11, is "Circle with Me." This is the first Spiritbox. This is the first Spiritbox song I heard.
Me too.
The song just rocks to me. Like, this song is super fast paced. It's got a big energy.
It's fun to sing along to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna write down verbatim what I put for this because you guys are gonna love this. Mm-hmm. This song rocks. Beautiful, clean verses, and the best chorus on the album. I think this song has the best chorus on the whole album. Courtney gives off not big dick energy, but huge dick energy in this song and the video. Badass breakdown, and I hum this whole song.
Yeah, this song gets stuck in my head too, and it's very somber. Like, if you read the lyrics, "Feel the weight of a martyr" is the first line of the song.
It could all be.
Yeah, cut down the altar. Yeah, like it's.
Oh, it's so addicting.
Yeah,
like it's so catchy to listen to.
I'm listening to it in my brain right now.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's how many times I've heard this song.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh,
this one and the next one are the ones I've listened to the most out of the 3 on the album that I've listened to.
The 3?
But this one's my second
favorite. You probably
favorite.
only heard Holy Roller the one time that I showed it to you.
No, I've listened to it a couple more times.
Really? You were like...
Yeah, at first I was like...
do like heavy, hard songs like that usually.
Not usually, but ever since I put them on my playlist, I put all 3 of them on my playlist, it's come on a few times, and I haven't skipped it, because every time I listen to it, I like it a little bit more. So
instantly that
infects
riff
you.
is in my head again. So good.
it does. You hear something different every time because that one is so hard. I know we're back on Holy Roller, but that one's
It's okay.
so
I mean,
hardcore. It's hard to understand at first, but then the more you listen to it, the more you're kind of deciphering the lyrics on your own, unless you look the lyrics up.
Cheater.
That you know, I feel like you get something different every time you listen to that one.
I have to look up the lyrics because I understand most of the lyrics without looking them up well enough that the pieces I'm missing irritate me so bad, I have to just finish it.
I think my only criticism, and it's not a very big one at all whatsoever, of Courtney's vocal style is she doesn't have a lot of diction in a lot of the way that she sings and screams, so it's hard to get all the syllables.
She kind of roars out her words instead of it.
Yeah, some vocalists are just like that. That's just how they sing. Others are really good at their diction, and that's their style.
Yeah.
It's not a criticism, like not a real one. Like I really don't have a problem trying to, look up what the lyrics are if I need to. But that's just her vocal style, which is fine.
But yeah, Circle With Me is definitely easier to understand and easier to sing along with, and just a really catchy, good song.
Still for me, the best chorus I think on this whole album. All right, the last song we're going to touch on here is
Constance.
Yeah, it's an absolute piece of art. This song,
the saddest song.
Yep, this is what I wrote. This song makes me want to cry every time I listen to it.
Every time.
I love it. It's so fucking sad with the video. This song and video are strokes of genius. I don't know what else to say about this song other than it's super fucking sad, and you need to hear it.
They really hit like a lot of people with that, because a lot of people have gone through having family members that have dementia or Alzheimer's, and that's what it seemed like to me in the video.
You can relate more to it too. Like that's the literal interpretation of the video.
Of the video.
You can relate to it as like everyone has been at that point where that you're losing someone. They may not be gone yet, but it's happening. Like you can see it
for any reason, not just dementia or anything.
Yeah, exactly. It could be people that have loved ones that are dying of cancer, then you can, and stuff like anything like that, sickness, just old age. Mm-hmm. And the reason the song was written was during the pandemic. Courtney's grandmother passed away. She wasn't able to see her or go to the funeral because of the pandemic. The videographer and the writer or the director of this video also had the same thing happen to him. His grandmother's name was Constance, so that's the name of the song.
But it is a work of art, like you said. It's just beautiful in every way.
You don't really know any other kind of art that makes you feel the emotions that music does, and that this song absolutely takes advantage of that, especially accompanied by the video.
The lyrics of this one are really powerful too. Like, if you're not going to read any of the lyrics of any of the other songs, then read this one. Because, like, if you just read it, you'll still get the same emotional impact that you get from listening
it's pain.
To it. Yeah,
it's pain.
And everything from this song. It in her voice.
Yeah,
it just comes across.
The way she sings this song is so perfectly like, oh my god,
powerful. And if you don't want to cry after listening to it, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. The thing musically, especially that goes with the video and the themes of the video, is how perfectly executed the style of the music is. So you get this really somber song the whole time, and then synced up with the video when the grandmother is having her episodes, you hear the degeneration of the song. Mm-hmm. Like it gets super low, like in terms of tuning, like low and distorted. And then it pops back in, for the sadness, the song, and then it gets to a point where it just literally starts spiraling like the music does, and it slows to a crawl until it's like, and then it gets to a certain point where it's just a calm, like basically signifying like, okay, it's over. Mm-hmm. Like, it's over. That person can finally be at rest and stuff like that. Like, it's so, oh my god, musically, it's ridiculously amazing. Mm-hmm.
It is. It's a very deep, well-written song. It's amazing, honestly. It took a lot of talent to make.
Yeah, it's musical genius.
Yeah, and it's really helped. Like, it's aided by the fact that they had such a well-directed music video, too, to help further... Like, they didn't need the music video for it to be a good song. It'd still be fucking amazing. But they have an amazing music video.
I think it multiplies it.
To go with an amazing
easily.
Song. It's just...
I would say the video doubles its effectiveness in terms of like your emotional draw.
And I feel like this is the song that really hooked me on Spiritbox, because I think the first song we listened to was Circle With Me. Mm-hmm. And then Holy Roller, and I was like, okay, that's a little bit too heavy. And then we listened to and watched the video for Constance, and I was just like hooked after that.
That was the one.
That was the one.
Yep. No, that's the album start to finish. If you don't listen to or watch any of the music videos from any of these other songs, or if you don't care and if you've made it this far, please just do yourself a favor. Go on YouTube at some point and type in Constance Spiritbox and watch the video. Just this song.
Yeah. It's pretty good. And it does get sufficiently hard without being over the top. For people who don't like it over the top.
Yeah, but it's like it's where it calls for it, right?
Yeah,
like,
I don't think it's inappropriate in the song at all.
No, especially with the way, I don't know. The song is a work of art. It's great. Just please go watch this video. Share it. I don't know. I don't care what you do with it. Just tell other people, whatever. But
yes.
What you got on your out of 10 rating on this album, Chris?
9.9 out of 10.
Jeez. Okay, 9.9. That's pretty good. I was keeping it at like an 8.75. I really like. I mean, it's excellent. There's not a single song I don't like. There's a couple that I probably won't listen to a whole lot that like won't make a playlist.
Yeah,
but like We Live in a Strange World, I do like it. Probably won't make a playlist. I think Sunkiller is a really good. It's great for the start of the album. I just don't know. It doesn't really like fit into a place other than the intro to an album.
I just think for a first album, it's good. It's nice to listen to it from start to finish.
Oh, it's absolutely solid debut album.
Exactly. And that's why I gave them such a high rating, because a lot of artists don't even find their sound until like the second or third album. But these guys, I feel like, really hit the nail on the head first try, like bing, and I'm interested in seeing where they go from here.
Yep. I can't wait. I'll probably listen to this album for the next few months.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But that's going to do it for our jam session segment. If you guys did enjoy that, please let us know. If not, also let us know so we know whether to do it or not.
Yep, please.
If you'd like to hear it, actually, if you'd like to get this for the YouTube channel specifically or on the Patreon or something, then let us know that, because I would like to continue doing it. Like, I like it. I would also not mind getting suggestions from patrons for albums to listen to.
Truly.
That's a good idea. And give our honest opinion on what we think.
And what we can do, because we're gonna get into the outro now. So yeah, if you haven't gone to look at it or whatever, like we don't have anything on the Patreon right now because we don't have any patrons yet. But if we can get people to sign up for it, to help us make the show better, which is all we're gonna use that money for, all the proceeds, that's just to make the show better for you guys. We're thinking of some things to do. I wouldn't mind making like a almost like a YouTube series or a stream where 2 or 3 or all 4 of us will sit down. If someone has dropped like $5 to get us to listen to, and that's a random amount of money. I don't know what we would do with it, but like, hey, here's, or if you are just a patron and you want to suggest an album, maybe we'll sit down and on a Friday night or a Saturday night and stream our live reaction to that, and then take that and put it on YouTube afterwards. But we'll have to talk about it. But
I would do that.
We can do that on the Patreon. I was thinking about also doing game reviews and movie reviews on the Patreon and YouTube channel specifically. Maybe not movie reviews, but at least game reviews, because game reviews are different because all of us can't just drop $60 on every single game that comes out. So
yeah, unless our patrons want to pay us to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't forbid that, but I'm not going to ask that.
Yeah, no. But I wouldn't mind doing that in the future. But speaking of future, we're going to try to stream some spooky stuff in October.
Spooky stuff.
So if you want to go follow the Twitch account, it's Nerdy as Hell Gaming on Twitch. We're going to start doing some streams. We'll definitely play some Phasmophobia, probably.
Definitely, probably.
And we're also going to do some card breaking streams. I have 4 packs of NFL cards right now, and I ordered a whole box. So I'll have 15 packs of NFL cards. And I have 10 packs of Pokemon cards right now.
Wow.
That we're saving up. At the end of every month, we're going to do a card break stream. So if you like that sort of thing, go watch the stream at the end of every month. We'll, next week, we'll decide what time it's going to be, I guess. Well, I got to actually think about it. We'll post about it on the social media. We'll post about it on the Twitter.
TBD.
So, yeah, so go follow the Twitter. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And
follow the Instagram and the TikTok. So
that I run.
That you run, yeah. Go listen to the Sportscast. We've got 2 episodes out. 3 by the time you hear this. We're really enjoying doing that. What else can we do? Oh yeah, rate and review also. Maybe if you guys like the, I was thinking about this. I didn't know if I wanted to bring it up yet, but card break streams. If you guys at home want to send us anything, we got to figure out a PO box to send that to, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
we do.
Maybe
We can't
maybe
give
send
out
us
our
some cards.
personal addresses.
Although no, you know what? Maybe we'll save that. We'll save that for maybe a few months down the road if people actually
if Patreon actually
start
is
liking
a thing.
this. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll be back next week with whatever Cheyenne decides we're going to talk about.
Yes. Probably something
and,
spooky.
Oh, something spooky.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's spooky
Yeah, because
season.
that one will be the first one out in October. We could do Spooky Month.
Oh, yeah, I want to do Spooky Month.
Yeah, we're going to do Spooky Month. You got all of that? All 4 of those?
Spook month.
I might be able to. We'll see.
She soft invests.
Uh-huh.
Like soft
She's
commits,
like,
rather.
Maybe she dips a toe in.
Yeah.
I might
be able to.
I might be able to think about spooky things.
Yeah, I mean, if I can produce 70 episodes myself, you could do 4.
I can do 4.
Okay. All right, well, thank you for listening. Stay apologetically nerdy. Unapologetically nerdy. God damn it, I said apologetically nerdy last week, too.
Aw.
God damn. Well, you would know that if you were here. But,
I don't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you probably haven't listened to that episode either.
Shame.
All right, well,
Boy,
maybe
I
Jake will be
don't
back
know.
next week. Maybe he won't, but he is alive. He's not dead. He'll be back soon. Hopefully.
Yep.
But yes, stay unapologetically nerdy. And we'll see you guys next week, and hopefully on one of our streams upcoming soon. Or coming soon.
And make sure you follow the Twitter and Insta.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're redoing it all, I guess.
Yes.
Nope, see you later. We're leaving.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.